So, day 6. My God, we're 1 day off the full week. Starting today off, I'm just nipping in to grab some food for the dog, and then we're going to go up the yard. Yeah, get out of my way. Right, dog food. So the first place didn't have the right food, so there was somewhere else that I knew I could go and that had a good selection. Turns out they've shut. So, balls. Gonna have to knock off early and go this afternoon, I think, because I want to crack on and try and get some stuff done. Hey dear. So we made it to the yard to do crap. One of the projects is need to put those onto there, sort of like that-ish. That's for my mate, so we can move bales around with his tractor. Bing! We also have weight block over there. I want to get the weights on the back of there, so that's sort of a small weight that we can add the big weights to when we want to put extra weight on. Where's the crap all over there? Got the bumper, want to sort that out, get that on the back of here. Oh, they're charged. They won't go back in the van. And we also have, oh, hang on. Right, bear with me a sec. Right, it's not actually a project for today, but as we remember, we have no A-frame on this, and people were worried about me running it without an A-frame. Well, fact is, it will for next season have an A-frame. Good mate Jack, this is part of the reason we went to his yard yesterday. Give me that. That is the tractor end of a A-frame that we can use that to build one. Or we have another option, might be able to acquire one. So we'll see what happens there. That's not this weekend's project. First thing I'm going to do though is make my workshop presentable. So that's where we're going to start. So we're making a good start on tidying. Got some bottles, got one tidy that crap up there. Bin once, putting somewhere where it obviously doesn't get blown over. Any crap that's once going. Got my bit saw set up there. We've got that's all back in the box, so that one's going. I don't know whether that's better in the van or the tractor. I kind of think it'd be better in the tractor, really. But yeah, we've got this up here so we can see what we're doing with it. That's for it. That's for it. And that's for it. And that's alright, that bloody lid wasn't on very well. So, grey primer, proper McConnell yellow. What we've got here. Now I was tempted to put these on here, but I think I might go with these. I don't know whether to put them. Don't know. I haven't figured them out yet. Those two, they are to go on there, which I need to have a sort out with the Massey as well and get that plug. Make sure that plug's working. Well, get that plug working properly. Junction box and 7-pin plug. So we'll put a junction box on the back here, run all the wires down the back here, junction box down, 5-core cable, got it all. So one thing I was going to do is I've realised I've got a battery down here. It's been sitting down here for quite a while and it is quite dead. But it would probably be a great replacement battery for her. Because the battery, what was up with it? I remember weighing the battery up on this, and the battery on that is definitely done. So we'll get this plugged in and get that charging. What's in there? There's another bin there. Where's you been? There and there. Terrible. Right, I know we've we've covered this before, but I think this will be a good test because I know that battery's been sat underneath there for a couple of years. So, test percentage. I mean, it's got to have something in it because it's not actually plugged in. So, as you're telling me, 12.3 volts, 60%. Exit. Won't do any alternator or anything test because it's not battery on its own. Cold cranking amps. Right, it's not coming up with that. Right, get this plugged in and we shall get this charging. Got something else to show you. It's what happens when you tidy up. You find things that I'm actually quite embarrassed about because it's actually a present and it is really nice. It was a really nice present. Okay, that should be plugged in. Battery type. Set. What we got? I don't remember what it is. Exit auto charge. Right. So that's on auto. That should put a nice charge into that battery. Follow me to the big girl. Bigger. It does actually need probably to go home and have a bit of a wash. But it was a seat cover. I'm sure it was my parents-in-law got me for me pickup. It taken a bit of fiddling, but it actually fits quite nice there in Smurf. So Smurf now has. This is a really genuine, really good quality Ford seat cover. So that's nice. So leave it in there for the moment because it's safe in there. It's only safer than where it was. And we will at one point take it home, give it a wash and get it fitted. It would fit so much better if we had the headrest. This is the trouble, you've got that sticking up. We'll just fold it down for the moment. But yeah, if anyone's got a headrest they want to donate to the channel, the mug is still here. The guy whose name I drew out hasn't been in contact, so we're going to redraw it today. So if your name comes up and you've won it today, shout up on the comment section and then we can actually get it to you. So impact gun going in the bin. So why I'm not getting rid of it just because it's not what I run anymore. That isn't quite. I've had that quite a while now. Basically, it doesn't work, and I've been trying and keep trying and trying to see if I can get the batteries to live. Well, I'm calling it quits. It's hanging around, taking up space. It's gone. So, making a pile there of stuff that wants going back in the van. That I think is a massive seat cover. Oh. that can actually go back in the Massey. We'll get that in and we'll pick up when we've got a bit more cleaning done. We have a workable workshop. Those two there, the burning bin and non-burning bin. So just taking that guard off there, just because I want to put a bit of paint on there, just tidy that up. And also, if you have been watching and remember, we welded those cracks up there, so I'm just going to stick a bit of paint on there. So just got that all masked up, ready to go. But we're going to crack on with this, I think, for today. Spike needs doing, but I'll bring that in tomorrow, I think. So get this set up on the workbench and weigh up where everything needs to be. So we've got it in the workbench, got it on the vices, so it's there, nice and solid to work on. So we need to work out, I thought I measured this, but obviously not. Need to cut it off that end and that end so that it sits right on the edge cutter. We also then have didn't think I was recording, and I was recording. Right. Four of these little beauties. Trouble is, windy as buggery up here. Christ, they have tiny little wires. Negative and negative, positive and positive. Please tell me these work. Positive and positive. Don't tell me these are marker lights. They're marker lights. They are not flashy lights. Right, okay. So it looks like they're not going on. Those were sold as amber warning lights. Luckily, we have spares. Please tell me these do different things. Oh dear, might have an issue here. Ah, these have got the 3 wires, so that's a bit more promising. Let's try these. So run these off my 12 volt DeWalt batteries, tool batteries. Let's see what these do. They look better. Right, so good job I checked that, really. They all won't go in the bag that I've put in the bin, so I better put them all back in the bag. They are now going to be mounted in here, so we'll figure these out, and then I'm hoping this is what I'm after. We have a nice little junction box there that we shall mount. That can probably go, ooh, no, that one's offsetting probably more down to there for the purpose of not being in the way of the arm. So we want to offset that a little bit so we can run the wires underneath the tank. So I was going to put the beacons onto a cigarette lighter, but I think what I'm actually going to do, I'm sure I've said this, is just wire it straight into the side lights. So also need to have a fiddle with the what same lights. I'm just not quite happy. They're just a bit cocked. So we'll sort them out as well. So, right, get stuff taken off, have a weigh up of things and we'll get going. So we've got one hole drill for the junction box. Got it lined up pretty straight. It's going on the back edge, but it's easier to drill it from the front edge. So, in fact, I'll keep them there. Put a nut on the back of them. Can't see what I'm doing. Hang on. Hold up, give a sec. Right. I kind of feel I'm doing this wrong now, but hey ho. I usually do things wrong. So, bolt on that, nut on that. Put them other nuts back in there. Put that one back there. So now we're going to drill a hole. Oh, you absolute that is an annoyance. Let's go with annoyance. So snap that little bit off there on the bottom of the box. That's not so bad. It's also sheared that out. Should still be usable, but really annoying that. I need to try and find another drill bit the same size now. I've actually got a nice selection of drill bits. It's just I don't know why I'm decided to start using all my old crap ones. Ah, dear. Bit of goo on it, help the Joe out. Put it in the truck properly might help. Using an old knackered step drill I've got knocking around. You just take the burrs off and making it the holes a bit prettier. Right, really annoyed about that. That's supposed to sit. Yeah, it's should be alright. Oh dear. Right, go get some nuts and bolts and bolt washers and bits, and I've got to go get some stuff out of the van. I'll be back in a minute. Through there. Yeah, a bit tight for a washer, to be fair. Right. Wrong. Helps if you get the right size nuts. They tend to go on the threads better. So I am only just mocking all this up because, well, basically I want to paint it properly. So it's going to be all put together to be all pulled back apart again, but such is life. Right. So that's the junction box on. Once I've put the glands in as well. Because the glands can stay on. Make sure the rubber seal goes on the outside. Stop any water getting on the inside. Makes sense to me. Where's that one not going in? Made hole too small or something. Right, that one gland's not going in. We're going to have to modify that at some point. So now we need to figure out where to stick these little things. Kind of missing. Piece of foam to go on the back of one of them. Definitely not in. Not been it ever. No, she just got lost along the way. So I'm sure we can make something up. So I think there and there somewhere. Or do you put them right at the edge? They go right at the edge. So we can't. That's the other thing. Do I install that way or that way? I think we're going to go that way, about there, I think. So, take a measurement. Want them first hole at 25 centimetres. Right. Get some holes drilled and we'll come back to this, I think, in a minute. So we've made a bit of progress, I think. A little bit. So we've taken everything off at the moment. Taken the step drill and made that hole a bit bigger. And then we've got use the old deburring tool just to knock off any nasty bits. So that should hopefully. The screws are fit. Right, okay. Yeah, there's a couple of little screws with that, and they were for screwing that into there, but we're doing it a different way anyway. So put that back on there. I'm trying to make this as tidy a job as I can. Only because I've got competition, because somebody's already done it, so I'm trying to make mine look at least as good as his. That's still in there. This has been a pain. There you are. With all this lined up, it should be some fun. Lined up. There we go. That like that. Quite happy to have that as a quite tight fit, to be fair. Only brought one. Only brought the one. Try to stop that rattling around. Grab another one. I'd be really surprised a bit now of what it's all supposed to look like when it's all done. I'm not sure if that was the best place to put that, but it's there. It is what it is. Oop. Yeah, made a bit of hard work for myself there, but that's what we wanted. That's what we're going for. Right. That's that. Oh, that doesn't work yet. I'll come back to you in a minute. Hang on. So we're getting somewhere with it now. Yeah, I think that looks quite smart. If you bear in mind, I mean, got to take into consideration that is going to be cut there and angled, and as well cut there and angled. In fact, I might take a bit more off that side. I think I might go back to the original mark. This is why you need to sort of get things all together. You can see it all properly and visualise it all. But yeah, I'm certainly happy with progress. So good news, we're getting on well with it. We've got it all cut down and nicely profiled and all that lot. Bad news, we have an unexpected investigation that I think is going to result in spending more money. I'm not sure I want to take them off. I'll take that, put them back in for the moment. I think my grinder may have just crapped itself. And by think, I mean pretty sure. Been thinking about getting a new little cordless grinder, because although this one has lasted well, I got the feeling it was getting tired. It's not a broken wire, bad connection thing. It's I think it's done. Of course, there's always one screw that doesn't want to come out. Yeah. It's not knackered now, it will be in a minute. Yeah, there she goes. There she goes. I do fear it all is not well, though. Oh, yeah. So it all looks good in there until you look up in there and see bearing bits. Pull it off anyway, just to show you. I mean, it is destined for bin, I think. It's kind of annoying because I wanted to get the first coat of paint on this. Oh, there's all types of bits in there. All the good stuff. That's why. Yeah, there we go. Basic bearings crapped out on it. She's done well, but she is. I'm going to keep hold of that lead. They won't cut anything. I might do a better job. I want a bit of WD on them. Ah dear. Definitely need a new grinder now. I've got grease all over this as well now that I didn't really want. Right, so I will get one of my battery powered ones and finish the job. Right, so we just dabbed a bit of paint, bit of undercoat on there, just where the bare metal is. And we've also done that. So I've stripped it down, all the bits are there, ready for assembly. Kind of bugged out about them, considering they were bought as supposedly what's the name lights, whereas those that I'm using actually say side lights on them, but they're a what's the name. Oh, the world's back to front confused and all that lot. But yeah, we've got our first coat of undercoat on. It's dried already actually. I might get a second coat on that before I call it a day. But we are going to call the video a day. Yes, we have plenty more to do, but this, we've done all the fun side of things. So I mean, this is just a case of get some paint on it now and put it together. Wiring could be a bit of a headache, but we shall see on that. It actually fits perfectly between the two vices, and I'm not too bothered about not getting too much paint on here, because that'll be slid inside the box section there, so it'll never be seen anyway. And putting too much paint on there, you could end up making it a bum trying to get it in anyway. So try not to rush it and get it done right. I say, other than the disaster of a drill bit tray full of washers and a grinder that's in the bin, we're not doing too bad, I don't think. So yeah, we're going to call that one dunded and see what happens tomorrow. So yeah, get a bit of paint, bit more paint on here. We've got them other jobs to do, so I can do that in between coats of paint. So as always, don't forget to give the video a grubby thumbs up. If you'd like to share the video about, or if you haven't already, you would like to subscribe, it really helps grow the channel. And that's it really. Tomorrow is day number 7. I'm actually looks like I might manage a full week. So big thumbs up to all of you, big rug thumbs up to all of you, and we'll see you tomorrow. As always, don't forget to look after yourself and don't forget to look after each other. Whew, last day.